Are you guys feeling this heavy, suffocating weight right now? Because it seriously feels like the Dupree family is about to be hit with yet another massive, earth-shattering cancer shock. I mean, can we just catch a break? The Dupree family has already been dragged through the absolute mud and left in a chaotic, emotional mess ever since Anita first discovered she had breast cancer. We watched that poor woman fight for her life, going through grueling chemotherapy, losing her hair, and battling every single day just to stay with her family. And just when we thought the dark clouds were finally parting, boom, we get hit with the devastating reality that both Danny and Naomi carry the BRCA gene mutation. This means that both of these beautiful, strong women are at a significantly higher risk of developing the exact same cancer that almost took their mother away from them. But now, the writers are hinting at someone else potentially getting a diagnosis, and I am sitting here screaming at my screen. Everyone in the immediate family has already been tested, so WHO could this possibly be about? Let's rewind for a second and look at the events unfolding at Garland Memorial Hospital. In the Tuesday, July 7th episode, we see Danny, Nicole, and Vernon anxiously pacing the waiting room, waiting for the results of Anita's lumpectomy surgery to remove her tumor. The tension in that hospital corridor is so thick you could cut it with a knife. Vernon is walking around the boardroom, paying his respects to the hospital founders, just trying to distract his mind from the terrifying reality that his wife is under the knife. He literally calls Anita a treasure that he found at the end of the rainbow, and I swear to you, I was sobbing. Nicole and Danny are sitting there looking at selfies, trying to remind themselves that their family deserves to be happy. Nicole is even quoting Maya Angelou, hoping and praying for a miracle. When the breast surgeon finally comes out and says everything went smoothly, the collective sigh of relief I let out was heard around the neighborhood. They even had to force Anita into a wheelchair because she stubbornly wanted to walk to the elevator herself. That is the Anita we know and love. But amidst all this waiting and praying, a conversation happens between Nicole and Danny that completely stopped me in my tracks. They start talking about breast cancer awareness, women taking proactive steps across the country, and the inspiring Gayle King interview. And then the topic shifts to Samantha Richardson. Guys, Nicole tells Danny that Samantha is taking June in for a routine checkup and her very first mammogram. I literally gasped. I think this is such an incredibly positive and beautiful thing for Samantha to do. She is showing so much maturity and awareness about important health issues, but at the same time, it fills me with an overwhelming sense of dread. Will June's results come back clear? Could she actually have cancer? Let's really think about June's heartbreaking history for a second. June lived the life of a homeless woman on the harsh streets for years. She was completely destitute, battling her own demons and surviving day by day. Because of that tragic lifestyle, it is highly likely that she has never had a proper medical checkup, let alone a mammogram. Her health has been completely neglected for decades. Is Samantha going to receive test results that will send her, Tyrell, and the rest of the family into an absolute tailspin of worry and despair? I have to be completely honest with you guys. I absolutely adore June. I love her quirky personality, her resilience, and the beautiful, raw way she has been trying to integrate herself back into her children's lives. I do not want to see this woman suffer from this vicious, cruel disease. She has already been through hell and back. June has only just reunited with Tyrell and Samantha after being separated from them for so long. They are finally building a relationship, finally learning how to be a family again, and I just cannot stomach the thought of them having to face something even more devastating right now. It just feels too cruel. However, looking at the bigger picture, the fact that June is listening to Samantha and agreeing to go for this health checkup, especially the mammogram, is incredibly meaningful. It sends such a massive, powerful message to all the viewers watching at home. It strongly promotes the idea that we must protect our health by being proactive and getting regular screenings. If a former homeless woman who has lost everything can find the courage to go into a clinic and get her breasts checked, then there is no excuse for the rest of us. The writers are doing a phenomenal job of spreading this real-world awareness, and I have to applaud them for that. But my heart still aches with anxiety. If June does end up having breast cancer, I know deep down that everyone will rally around her. The entire family, including Martin, Smitty, and the twins, will support her with the exact same fierce love and dedication that they showed Anita. June is a survivor. She is a fighter who survived the unforgiving streets. She is incredibly strong and resilient, and if anyone can beat this illness, it is her. But I am just praying to the soap opera gods that her scans come back totally clear. Now, let's pivot and talk about the other massive elephant in the room that is giving me major anxiety. Naomi Hawthorne. Oh my goodness. Naomi is currently trapped in the most toxic, suffocating mess of chaotic emotions because of this BRCA gene secret. And this is the absolute last thing any of us wanted for her. She is carrying this heavy, terrifying burden completely alone, and it is eating her alive. For months, she has been lying to her husband, Jacob, and her entire family about testing positive for the BRCA gene. How do you look the love of your life in the eyes every single day and hide something that monumental? We see them in the spoilers for the week of July 6th, trying to make up for lost time. They are sharing these incredibly steamy, passionate moments together, but you can just see the agonizing guilt written all over Naomi's face. Her physical intimacy is being completely overshadowed by the psychological torture of her lies. I am literally screaming at the TV, just tell him, Naomi, just say the words. I truly believe that the second she finally spits it out, she is going to feel an immense wave of relief. The weight of the world will finally be lifted off her shoulders. And guess what, guys? The spoilers for Thursday, July 9th confirm that Naomi is finally going to break down and confess the truth to Danny and Jacob. Yes, finally. Now, I know a lot of people in the fandom are terrified about how Jacob is going to react. Jacob has been dealing with his own severe trauma, PTSD, and survivor's guilt ever since Derek Baldwin took a bullet for him during the plasma ring sting. He has been acting erratic, obsessive, and emotionally distant. But despite all of his current mental health struggles, I firmly believe that Jacob is going to be a massive source of comfort for Naomi. Is he going to be shocked? Absolutely. He is going to be completely stunned and probably a little hurt that she hid it for so long. But Jacob loves Naomi with every fiber of his being. I really do not think he is going to make her feel worse about it. He knows what it feels like to carry dark, heavy burdens alone, and I think this revelation is actually going to snap him out of his impaler-obsessed tunnel vision. It is going to remind him of what truly matters, his wife and her health. They are going to tackle this BRCA reality together as a team, and I am so here for that beautiful, supportive husband energy. And before I wrap up this massive emotional rant, I have to mention one more thing that has me completely stumped. The spoilers for Friday, July 10th say that June is brought to tears by a special gift. What is the gift? Who is it from? Is it a beautiful, sentimental gift from Samantha and Tyrell to celebrate her getting a clean bill of health? Or is it a comforting, we are in this together gift because she just got a devastating cancer diagnosis? My brain is literally doing gymnastics trying to figure this out. Maybe it's a locket with pictures of the twins. Maybe it's something from Martin and Smitty welcoming her officially into the family fold. Whatever it is, if June is crying, I know I am going to be bawling my eyes out right along with her. This upcoming week of Beyond the Gates is going to be an absolute emotional roller coaster, and I don't know if my heart can take it. From Anita's lumpectomy results, to Naomi's explosive BRCA confession, to the terrifying uncertainty of June's mammogram, we are in for some heavy, tear-jerking drama. What do you guys think? Are you as terrified for June as I am? Do you think she is going to get a cancer diagnosis, or will it just be a false alarm to spread awareness? And how do you think Jacob is really going to react when Naomi drops the BRCA bomb on him? Drop your thoughts, your theories, and your emotional rants down in the comments below, because I need to know I am not the only one losing my mind over this. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on all the Fairmont Crest drama. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.